Hey guys, so just wanted to share my experience about re-piercing my lip. So originally, back in July, I was so desperate for a piercing that I had first taken a sewing needle and put it through my face on this side. And then I took like a regular earring, see, that would go inside your ear, and I had put it through the hole and it didn't go out so well because turns out it wasn't long enough. I've tried a variety of different earrings. I've even tried putting hoops through my face because that's how desperate I was for a piercing, and I didn't even have a ring at the time. So then I had to let it go. And then I tried re-piercing it a few more times with just a sewing needle and then putting an earring in, and I just kept messing up my face with that earring. So I gave up. And then I had told my grandpa, I was like, I really desperately want a piercing. And at some point, we were going to go to Stater's to get some food. Sorry, I keep looking away. I get distracted easily. But we were going to go and get some food from Stater's. And I had an earring in my face. And I was telling him how I wanted a real piercing, like a ring or whatever the hell. I didn't know what to put in my face. So I put a needle through my face for the time being of us shopping, just so that way the hole wouldn't close. And my grandpa had said, well, why don't we try a fish hook? So, of course, I tried a fish hook. And when I got home, I put the fish hook in after we cut off the little barb on it, and it went through perfectly. I had to open up another hole, because I had a hole here, but I didn't have a hole here. At least not one that was visible. So I put the fish hook through this, like, and then I had to poke a hole through here. It was a little difficult at first, but what I did was I held my lip like this, and I kept just pulling it back like that. Like, I just kept doing that a lot until the fish hook finally went through, and it barely hurt. And then I had went to my club meeting that night with my new piercing, and I was so happy about it. I kept taking pictures and everything, and the fish hook actually looked kind of like a real piercing. So I had done that, and my club advisor was like, what is that in your face? And I was like, a fish hook. He was like, why? Hang on, I have to say hi to my Xbox people. Yeah, I'm here. I just have it muted because I'm doing a YouTube video at the moment. Here, I'll tell you in a minute because I'm making a video about it. So hang on. We can talk about it in a minute. Like I said, we'll talk about it in a minute. I have huge stories, but I need to finish my video, so hang on. Anyway, as I was saying, my club advisor was like, what are you going to do when you get a job? And I was like, take it out. And he was like, then why do you have it? And I said, well, I want a piercing. Okay, let me take off my mic. Okay, now, because I like listening to them. I'm just getting distracted. But anyway, I loved that piercing. And then a week later, I finally took it out and put in a real ring. I had gone to the store. Hang on, let me fix this. I had gone to the store and bought some rings, and I put the biggest one I could find in it, 16 gauge, and then when I came home, I put it in. Sorry, they got me really distracted, so I'm like not keeping track of what I'm saying. But anyway, I was super happy about it, and then it didn't hurt to do this one, not much at all. But then when I did this side back in July, I did it with a sewing needle and a fish hook again. And it took me quite some time to get it through. A lot of pain, a lot of anger, lots of giving up and then trying again, because I had already had like a bunch of piercings there, because I had tried to pierce this side so many times and failed. And then that piercing was messed up the whole time I had it. And recently I had forced a piercing out of my face to put in a stud. I had tried forcing a piercing out of this side, and it just wouldn't come out, so I had forced it out. And I was really sad because the hole closed right after, and I couldn't get anything through it. I kept trying to re-pierce it. It wouldn't re-pierce, and that was a few weeks ago when I lost that piercing. And I really love piercings. I really like piercings. They make me feel self-confident. They make me like how I look, being willing to take pictures. Like, piercings are everything to me. They really make me happy. And I love how they look. And you shouldn't do this at home. Don't pierce yourself. But if you do, then I guess you can talk to me about it, because I've done it many times. But anyway, as I was saying, yesterday I was going to do the fish hook, and I kept trying to put it through my face, and I was like, nope, my fish hook dulled over time, because it was the same fish hook I used in my face the last 2 piercings. And then I was like, well, why not a safety pin? Because then I don't have to go through the pain of doing a sewing needle and then putting the fish hook in. I just do one poke and it's done. So I chose the safety pin, and it was. I know you'd think that based on the video it was painful, but no, I kept doing this because it was like really hard to get through a little bit of it, because I was like pushing through scar tissue and blah blah. But anyway, that is my story about the piercing. But today and last night I was kind of disappointed, because when I did the piercings, these 2 piercings originally, it hurt. Well, no, it felt numb for the first 24 hours, and then it hurt to like eat and drink and all that other stuff. And it hasn't hurt at all. Like, it feels numb, and when I do this, it actually feels really cool. But I'm going to leave the safety pin in my face for approximately 5 days, and then put in the biggest lip ring I have. And by big, I mean not this. You see, this one's really little and thin. I'm going to put in a big one, because that's the only one that'll fit through this, because it'll still be swollen. And then after about a month, I can finally put a stud in. But anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. That is my video about my piercing. Sorry, I would have given more information and more stories, but like I really want to tell my Xbox friends my story. But anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.